Nobody prepares you for this moment. You planned for your release date. You thought about it. Maybe you dreamed about it for years. And then the gate opens, and everything you planned to feel gets replaced by something else entirely. Where do I go? Who do I call? Is anyone coming? Do I have what I need? That feeling, that disorientation, is not weakness. It is a completely normal human response to walking out of an environment that controlled every minute of your life and into a world that suddenly controls nothing. And here's what we know from the research. The first 24 hours after release are the most critical window in the entire reentry process. More returns to incarceration happen in the first 90 days than at any other point, and day one sets the tone for all of it. This video is your plan, not inspiration, not hype. A real, step-by-step plan for the moment that gate opens. This is felon-friendly Jobs Now. Everything on this channel is free. Let's get into it. Before we get into the steps, here's the one idea that makes everything else make sense. The moment you walk out, a clock starts. Not a threat, just a reality. Supervision reporting deadlines start counting down. Shelter intake windows open and close. Benefit enrollment windows begin. Every hour without a plan is an hour the clock is running, and you're standing still. So the goal of day one is simple. Get 5 things in place before the clock runs out on any of them. Those 5 things, in that order. That's the foundation. That's what today is about. Everything else, the job, the apartment, the license, the credit, gets built on top of this foundation. But it all starts here. Let's go through each one. The first thing you do, before you walk away from that property office, is verify what's in your hands. Most states give you what's called gate money at release, cash. The amount varies. Some states give $20, others give up to $200. But the money matters less than the documents. Here is your checklist before you leave. Your state-issued photo ID or driver's license, if the facility arranged one. Your social security card, your release certificate and supervision paperwork, every condition in writing. Your property inventory receipt, the list of everything that was stored while you were inside. Facilities make mistakes. Once you're off that property, recovering a missing document gets complicated fast. Do not leave until everything on that list is in your hands. If you're leaving without a government-issued photo ID, that is your single highest priority in the first 72 hours. Without ID, you can't apply for most jobs, can't open a bank account, can't apply for housing or benefits. We have a full video on getting your ID fast after release. Link in the description. Most facilities are located far from city centers, far from public transit, far from everything. Transportation on release day is not something you figure out at the gate. It's something you confirm before your release date. If someone is picking you up, that's confirmed, not assumed. And you have a backup. If no one is coming, ask your facility's reentry coordinator before you're out. Some facilities partner with nonprofits that provide rides specifically on release day. Ask. And before you spend a single dollar of that gate money, know where you're going. That question has to be answered before the gate opens. If it's not, your first call from inside, before your release date, should be to reentry housing programs in your destination city. If you're on parole or probation, a clock started the moment you walked out. Most supervision orders require you to report in within 24 to 72 hours of release. That deadline and that address should be in your release paperwork. Read it before you leave. Miss that appointment and a warrant can be issued within days. Don't let that be how your first week ends. Show up on time, bring all your documents, and ask every question you have at that first meeting. Travel restrictions, curfew hours, drug testing schedule, employment requirements, residency rules. Your supervision officer has real discretion over how things go. The person who shows up on day one prepared and asking the right questions, that makes an impression that matters. If you have confirmed housing, go straight there after reporting. Keep day one simple and direct. Avoid unnecessary stops. Avoid locations tied to your past. The first 72 hours are the highest risk window in all of reentry. Protect them. Here's what most people don't know. Many shelter programs and reentry housing organizations have intake cutoffs in the afternoon. If you wait until dark to figure out where you're sleeping, you may have already missed the window. Make those calls first thing in the morning. Local reentry housing programs, faith-based shelters, transitional housing nonprofits. Your American Job Center can also connect you to housing resources. We'll get to that. For food, local food pantries and meal programs exist in most communities, and SNAP food benefits can be applied for immediately upon release in most states. Full benefits video in the description covers what you qualify for and exactly how to apply. A working phone number is non-negotiable from day one. Employers need it. Your supervision officer needs it. Every resource in this video requires a way to reach you. If you can't afford a commercial plan, the Federal Lifeline program provides free or deeply discounted phone service to people who qualify. If you're already in Medicaid or SNAP, you likely qualify automatically. Ask your reentry coordinator or American Job Center about enrollment. And if you have a smartphone with no data plan, Wi-Fi works. Libraries, community centers, fast food restaurants. A phone with Wi-Fi only is dramatically better than no phone at all. Here are 12 calls to make in your first 24 hours. Not all apply to everyone. Run the list and make the ones that apply to you. 1. Your supervision officer, to confirm your reporting appointment. 2. Your confirmed housing contact, to verify your arrival. 3. A trusted family member or support person. Let someone know you're out and safe. 4. Your state's Medicaid enrollment line. Healthcare coverage should start as fast as possible. 5. Your nearest American Job Center. Free employment services for people with records. These centers exist specifically to help you. 6. The Social Security Administration, if your benefits were suspended during incarceration. Call about reinstatement. 7. A local reentry case management organization, if you need coordinated support across housing, employment, and benefits. 8. Your facility's reentry coordinator, if there are any issues with your release documents. 9. A local food pantry or meal program, if food is an immediate need today. 10. Your state's Vital Records Office, to start the birth certificate process if you need one. 11. Your state's DMV or licensing agency, to understand your driver's license status. 12. Any court, fine, or legal obligation with a time-sensitive deadline. That's a long list. You won't finish all 12 in the first hour. That's okay. Every call you make on day 1 is one less fire on day 3. Start the list. Work through it. Now let's be direct, because the most preventable mistakes in reentry happen on day 1. Not from bad intentions, from no plan. Don't use alcohol or controlled substances if your supervision conditions restrict them. One decision on release day can put you back inside before the week is done. Don't visit locations tied to your case or listed in your supervision restrictions. Don't make large financial decisions or take on debt. Gate money is survival money, not a sign that things are handled. Don't give your Social Security number to anyone who isn't a verified government agency, an established employer, or a licensed housing provider. Identity theft targets people in transition. Don't sign anything you don't fully understand. No legitimate organization demands an immediate signature under pressure. The reentry support system is imperfect, but it has real resources for people who ask. You don't have to figure all of this out by yourself. That's not strength. That's just harder than it needs to be. Every single year, hundreds of thousands of people walk out of that gate, and a lot of them figure it out. Not because it was easy. It wasn't. Not because the system helped them every step of the way. It didn't. But because they had a plan for day 1. And they worked it. That's what this video is. That's what this channel is. A plan. For people who deserve one. Felon-friendly jobs. Now is a free national reentry platform. State-by-state guides, employer listings, housing resources, and legal information for all 50 states. Every step in this video has a dedicated guide or video on this channel and on the site. ID recovery, benefits enrollment, the federal bonding program, housing programs in your specific city. Go to felonfriendlyjobsnow.com. No account. No cost. Just information. For your state, your situation. Right now. Link is in the description. The gate opened. The clock started. And you've already done the hardest thing. You made it to the other side of it. What comes next isn't easy. Nobody who's been honest with you has told you it would be. But this time, you have something a lot of people didn't have when they walked out that gate. Documents, supervision, housing, food, phone. That's the foundation. You know what to do. You know what to avoid. You know where to go. The gate is open. The next move is yours. If this helped you, share it. Send it to someone who just got out, someone who's about to, or a family member who's been searching for answers. Subscribe to Felon Friendly Jobs now. New video every week, and drop your city in the comments. We're building city-specific guides, and we want to know where you are. I'm rooting for you. Now let's get to work.